Hey guys, welcome back. Joining me today is, in my personal opinion, the guy who makes the going experience to Phillips Arena way better, at least for me. Joining me in the studio in Caw Cast Studios is Sir Foster. Sir Foster, Mr. Foster, Foster. I don't know what to call you, man. How you doing?
Josh, what's good, man? Off stage, just Foster.
Foster. All right, all
Yeah,
right. Well, thank you for joining me today, man. You are a popular dude, man. I appreciate you, coming in and talk to me
man.
on
Thank
the
you for
pod.
having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
All right. Hey, man, let me ask you, for those of you who go to these Hawks games, don't know who the man is right here. I just want to say, me and my other co-host on the show, Garrett, we have been to so many games. We were back there when you were up in like the 300, 400 section, and you
Yeah,
caught our attention. And you were like, I was like, man, who's this dude playing Pastor Troy midway through
yeah,
the game?
yeah,
Who's
yeah,
this
yeah,
dude right here? So that's where our interest, started out with you, man.
yeah.
But go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I was just saying it's been a little while now, but go ahead.
Oh man, I just want to know. I know you've talked about it, but just let the people out here know. How did you get started with all of this?
Yeah. So basically, I found the Hawks actually posted an ad on Craigslist that said they were looking for an organ player, and I
Really
just happened to be on Craigslist that day, and I just answered it, and the rest is history.
nice. So prior to this, I have, in case you didn't know, I have a gift certificate for SoundCloud, and I'm seeing your stuff, always seeing "Get the album now" or "Album out now." So you know what? I went and got your album, and I hear, or at least of what I understand, you are predominantly or started out playing the saxophone.
Yeah, that's right. I actually started out playing the keyboard, but I've been
Okay.
playing saxophone just as long. I would say probably there's a 5 year difference, but I started both of them when I was a kid, so it's been a little while for both of them.
Okay. Okay. That was my question because I was wondering how do you come in and be play the organ, and yet, you're also a great saxophone player. And I'm like, dang, how do you just pick up instruments and learn them on the spot? But
I wish I did, but no, I started playing the saxophone when I was in like the middle school marching band, and I just stuck with it. It was just one of those things I wanted to keep doing. So, for now, it looks like I'm just gonna stick to piano, keyboard, instruments, and saxophone.
okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Oh man, that's cool because I think for a little bit when I thought I wanted to be a musician, I attempted to teach myself how to play tenor. It didn't go so well, and I'm here
Yeah.
doing podcasts and not playing much. Oh man. So let me ask you. Oh man, I had a ton of stuff on here that I had questions coming in, but one question I have for you that I know Garrick wants to know is how come, I'm going to get this out the way. How come we don't hear no more play, Pastor Troy, every quarter, four times? We always got to wait till the fourth quarter to hear that.
Yeah. I just feel like it's one of those mood songs. Like I want that to be the song, like, okay, guys, it's time to bring this one home, you know? And I don't want to lose
Yeah.
the effect of it playing it too early. So that's kind of the mindset of it. But if I see that I need to change that, then I'm open to changing it.
Oh no, man. That's why you got the job. That's why you've been in this for a while and we don't. So,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
listen to the comments, man.
Hey.
So let me ask, do you have hmm, let me go down my list right here. Right. After speaking all this, I didn't even ask you. So when you had the ad to come in to play for the Hawks, when you saw it on Craigslist, were you a Hawks fan prior to all this?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've,
Oh,
I've always watched the team.
oh, okay. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we got a man upstairs playing the music and his heart is in the
Yeah.
game, guys. That's what you
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah,
Oh, that's great. So, is it hard for you to, I guess, not get too emotional when watching the games like I do at times whenever I watch them?
absolutely. Well, I'm part of the game in a sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can't. I have to be emotionally invested in the sense of what I'm playing because I have to feel it, but I can't, you know, want to throw something and scream at him because I'm saying, why did you throw that pass? Or why did you, why you miss that? I can't be that guy. So yeah, I lose that privilege.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that was actually something I've always kind of wondered with you, because how you say you got a feel for the game, and you always come in with like a perfect sound for depending on the possession, or when the Hawks get up big or they need some energy or something. So that's
Mhm.
kind of funny. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. And I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh man. Okay, so you're actually like watching the games, not in the sense, not only as for, as being the organist, but you're watching it because you have a general interest in the team as well, because that's your favorite
Absolutely.
team. Oh
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. Yeah,
I
yeah. I
don't
mean,
Go ahead, man.
yeah, I love to see how our team is developing each year and different things. I love to see different guys mature. For example, Dennis Schroeder comes to mind. His maturity from his rookie year to now. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes to mind. The maturity from just the beginning of the season when he wasn't as healthy till now when he's a prominent rotation player for us. So I really take a interest in that.
Oh man, you see, this man watch. So you watch all the games. You got some knowledge on the team. That's pretty. That's pretty neat. A lot of guys I come across are just just there for the money, there to just play and leave, or do whatever they need and leave. But that's really neat to me that you're actually you're a fan. You're like us out there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I generally only have one speed, and that's 120. I either really, 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 I either really, 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 really care about something, or it doesn't exist. There's no in between. So, for the Hawks, I'm all in.
Oh, that's legit. Yo, that's so cool, man. Do you have a favorite song you like to play, or just a song, a go-to song? I guess you would
Uh,
say.
it changes on a weekly, sometimes monthly basis. Um, for this month, I've really enjoyed March Madness, and like that was always one of my favorite songs to play anyway. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, let me just say for the record that any future song can be my favorite song at any moment. So I've been going back and forth between March Madness and Real Sisters, but March Madness is just like I think it gets better as the year goes on. Like I like it more now than I did when I first heard it, and I liked it then.
Okay, that's what's up. Man, I just want to let you know, if I ask about songs, you get a pass with whatever, because you played Pastor Troy. I heard you pull out and then what? And I haven't heard that, the Jeezy song, and then what? I
Yeah,
haven't heard that
yeah,
in over a decade. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was actually one of my favorite albums. I think Jeezy, like that, he really gave us a classic on that album. And I think Manny Fresh's production is actually underrated. I don't
really.
think he gets enough credit for what he did. I mean, if you look at that whole Hot Boy era, he basically produced entire albums by himself, and he had hit singles off of those albums. And I actually kind of wonder why more people don't go get beats from him because I don't remember him ever falling off. I just remember people just stopped using him. And I would love to hear more of that. But anyway, yes, that's one of my favorite songs as well.
Oh man, nah, you can keep going with this. This is nice. We bring it back to the area when I was really into music and listening to things. Oh man, maybe we can get Jeezy on here with us and talk about this game.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have like a welcome to the NBA moment? Like, oh man, I made it, or specific memory?
So there's one that stands out.
Okay.
During my first season with the Hawks, I think it was actually during the first couple of months of the season. They asked me if I would play the national anthem, and I said, "Well, I play saxophone, so can I just come out and do it on sax?" And they said, "Sure." So I remember walking out to do the national anthem, and I was standing on the floor getting ready for them to give me my cue, and I looked over, and this is when no, I looked over, and Chauncey Billups spoke to me, and like I looked around to see who he was talking to, like, and then I realized, oh, he's talking to me. So This is back 2009. So this is when Carmelo Anthony was with the Nuggets. So I walk out to center court and I look over and I'm like directly in front of Carmelo Anthony. And I said, "Wow, I'm on the same court with this guy." And that was kind of like my I made it moment. Like, yo, I am at half court and Carmelo Anthony's on this floor, waiting on me to finish. Like,
Oh
so that
man.
that was definitely it.
That was a good team though too. The Chauncey Billups, Mello. Who else was on that
Yeah,
team? I think Aflalo was on it back then. I'm trying to remember, but that was right before the Iverson. Hey, so had it been a little bit before, you could have been out there with Iverson too. So before that trade came through.
yeah, yeah. But hey,
Hey
I'll take
man,
it.
hey, that's what's up. I think I remember going to a game with you playing. I want to say you have an alto that you play
Yeah,
for. Okay, yeah, that you played for the national anthem. And this was, I guess, before your name got really big. In I don't know if you're kind of like an underground, basketball celeb, just because they got you because of the All Star game. I remember
yeah,
that's
yeah,
when your name blew up. Well, tell me what that was like when you got all this, I guess, recognition. Because I remember you went on, spoke to Bomani Jones, one of my favorite
yeah,
guys to listen to for
yeah.
that.
It was kind of unreal. It was very unreal. I mean, you hear about that happening to people, but it was literally life changing. I mean, I went into that All Star game, and I was just happy to be doing the All Star game. I was the organ player for the Hawks. I came out of that All Star game, and celebrities were tweeting me. People wanted to interview me. Like, it was really like a drastic turnaround, and I was like, wow. And it happened quickly. I mean, we're talking about within by the third quarter, this is happening. So it was one of those things. It was definitely a life changing experience.
Man, you are such a humble guy, and you talking to me like all this. It's just kind of gives to folks, man. Don't give up on your dreams because this is real neat to hear from you for all this.
I appreciate that, and I hope I can inspire people. Your thing that you've been working for might just be like around the corner, and you never know. You could be doing something 2 years, 3 years, 6 months, 8 months, and then all of a sudden, bam! It just so keep.
That's what's up, man. Hey, can you hear me? I may have lost you for
Yeah,
a sec. Okay,
no,
okay, cool. We still going good. It's probably telling me I need to let you go because I'm holding you hostage for this Easter weekend or whatever. My computer letting you know. Okay, let me just ask you a couple more questions. Man, so I just kind of want to know, how do you juggle paying attention to the game, playing, and then also getting these requests off of social media, off of Twitter? Because you're really good with that. Putting in the requests and saying thank you to guys whenever you know they mention you during the games.
yeah. So the way I do it is that I have to check my social media during breaks in the game. So like if we have a timeout that I'm not involved in, then I really have to go quickly and go to my phone and kind of see, who's saying what and what they want to hear and all of that. And then when it's game time, I've just trained myself to really, really just focus on the laser, you know. So I really have to just pay incredible attention to the game, and I would even say more so than what I'm playing, unless it's a particular song that I'm doing. But you just have to have laser like focus, and again, I think some of that has come with experience now. That I've been able to just really lock in and play and kind of make sure that the music is going step for step with what the on court action is doing.
Yeah. Okay. And again, it just amazes me that you're able to do all that because the songs that you sync in are really good. Like you'll play something recent you'll go back and then I'll be hearing Outcast, like I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, and then you'll be playing some.
Yeah,
It's it's really well done how you sync in it. It's like you're a DJ at a party, but you actually got
I
the musical skills, man.
appreciate that.
Oh man. So What was I going to ask? Just a couple more, and then I'll let you go. Do you have any funny behind the scenes stories that you want to tell the folks of something crazy at a game that you're
Um,
allowed to say?
I'm trying to think of something in particular that I would say, but what I can tell you is that if you come to a Hawks game and you see something going on the court, you need to understand that there are between 3 and 5 things happening at that same time behind the scenes.
Really?
And yes, yes, nothing just happens. It's always 3 to 5 things going on behind the scenes because you got to understand as soon as they call a timeout, everything starts. All the entertainment starts. And so backstage, you have to get things lined up. You have to make sure we're in place. And it's really interesting. I don't know if you've ever been backstage in any type of live TV, but it's like that times 10, except it's a much bigger arena. So
Oh,
it can be crazy back there. I mean, you might literally go backstage and see people running to get to their next spot. So that would be, if you're ever at Phillips Arena and you're just at the concession stand, it's the middle of the second quarter, and you just see people running from one place to the next. That's probably one of us heading
oh,
to where
that's
we're going.
crazy. I years ago, and I'm not going to tell the people the game so they don't look this up. I was one of the folks that they brought down at halftime for one of those, like, because I knew somebody in there, but
Yeah,
did one of those, like, fan whatever contestant things running around. So I completely understand, because I ran down there and I just saw folks running around saying, "Okay, you got 5, 4, 3, 2."
yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so my last question for you: there are some we've seen videos of you, I guess, online playing. And this is really you playing, because I see you, moving around, dancing and whatnot while you're playing. That's really you playing legit on the keyboard.
Yeah,
No recording. How,
absolutely. I had no
how,
recording.
how do you how do you do this? Because like, how is that possible? I just don't get it. You got to practice for that, don't you?
Well, yeah, yeah. It's a combination of things. I have to practice. You know, I mean, I've been extremely blessed as far as having the ability to do it. And then, it's something that I work at. I also have to give a shout out I mean, just the whole city, because like I was playing in small clubs, and then I was playing in cover bands. I was doing, all that type of stuff, and like playing with bands such as the Heather Hayes Experience and all those types of places where I really learned how to perform when I played instead of just standing there. And so like my background of, playing in small clubs, playing at, company parties and all of those things helped me to really it really translate when I got to the Hawks, because I was used to being on stage. I was used to performing. And so that's just who I am now. And then, you get to the game, you have a ton of adrenaline going through you. You've got 20,000 people looking, it's a ton of energy. And I mean, whatever comes out, I just have to let it come out once we're there. It's got to be authentic. So all of that contributes to what you see on game days.
That's that's cool, man. Especially also, you do all this and you're watching a game like where the Hawks are down or something, and I know on the inside you're like, man, I can't believe this, but you keep the energy going. And real quick before I let you go, and just one last thing I want to say to you real quick. Years ago, me, my co-host Garrett, and a buddy of mine, Ray, we all go to Georgia State. We would
Mm,
come to the games, and this is up when you were up in the 300s,
mm,
half court in the 300. We kind of sat, I want to say, behind you, because we're some broke college students. We were
yeah,
up on the top,
yeah,
so we passed you on the way up on the
yeah,
elevation. But we
yeah,
saw you up there. You were playing, and we're like, man, who is this dude with this music? And since then, I want to say, since that game, I want to say it was a game against the Bulls that we played. It was since then. That's when we noticed you, and we would come and we would tell folks, yo, you got to listen to him. This dude's got skill, and because you were dancing around too. Then the world found out from the All Star game. So I'm happy for
yeah.
you. I'm happy
Well,
for you, man.
man, I appreciate that. I really do. And the support that I've gotten from fans has been incredible.
Great.
Shout out to all the Atlanta fans, all the fans for embracing me since day one, always encouraging me, and giving me your requests, and just you know really enjoying what I do. I mean, it's been an incredible experience for me. So, thank you once again. And, I look forward to just being here for a while.
All right. All right, guys. Anything else you want to plug? Like where we can find you on Twitter and where we can follow you at?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a couple places. Twitter is Sir_Foster. On Instagram, it's just one word, Sir Foster. And on SoundCloud, it's just one word, Sir Foster. And look for me. New music and all of that is coming soon. I'm basically updating stuff all the time. I'm always working behind the scenes. So, it's a lot of big things coming.
All right. I appreciate you coming on, man, and keep doing what you do. Let's see the Hawks in the playoffs and see how far they can go with that.
Absolutely. I'm very excited about that. We're peaking at the right time, so it should be very exciting. Let's go Hawks. And thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.